Oh my gosh, it's 10:15. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about something on the subway and missed my stop, so I had to walk a few extra blocks. Then I got distracted by a store window. She fished her keys out of her quilted purse and unlocked the door. You're here for the new Crochet Club mystery, right? I'll give you the loyal customer waiting for the flaky bookstore owner discount. The October breeze picked up, ruffling Alicia's short gray hair. Nope, I'll pay full price. There's no store in this neighborhood I'd rather give my money to than yours. And you're not flaky. You're just busy having visions. The breeze was strong enough now to tease at Jane's long brown braid, and she tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear. It's sweet of you to put it like that, Jane said as she opened the door and gestured for Alicia to precede her. I wish you could convince my family that it's visions and not flakiness that makes me late for holiday dinners. Once inside her beloved store, Jane felt the ripple of pleasure that always went through her in the presence of books. New titles to the left, used to the right, and everywhere the scent of paper and leather bindings and the wood polish she used on the old cherry bookshelves. It's not sweet, it's accurate, Alicia said. Although I will admit, I've been waiting for you to fall through an open manhole ever since I've known you. What were you thinking about that made you miss your subway stop? Jane went over to the windows and raised the blinds, blinking in the brilliant sunlight that streamed through the glass. I was plotting a thriller, a hard-boiled detective story. Do you think you'll actually write this one? Jane grinned as she went toward the cash register. I hope so, but thinking it out is the fun part. With an imagination like yours, I'll never understand why you waste it on murders and mayhem. Why don't you dream up the perfect boyfriend? Jane went behind the counter to the shelf of special orders and customer holds. It took only a moment to find Alicia's. I gave that up in high school, she said, sliding the cozy mystery novel across the counter. The gap between imagination and reality was way too depressing. Alicia chuckled as she perused the back of the book. I can understand that, but you're single these days, aren't you? As a single lady myself, I can tell you what I think about late at night after I've been watching Colin Firth and Pride and Prejudice. She glanced up from the book. Now, if you were going to imagine the perfect man for yourself, what would he be like? The perfect man. What Jane had told Alicia was true. She'd given up on the whole imaginary boyfriend thing years ago. She'd indulged her creativity plenty in high school, and the only result had been severe disappointment in real-life guys. But now, propping her elbow on the counter and resting her chin in her hand, she remembered the sign in the shop window. The man of your dreams. At least tell me what he looks like, Alicia went on, laying the book on the counter and reaching for her wallet. You describe your ideal man, and I'll describe mine. What would her ideal man look like these days? Now that she was 27 and not 17. Dark-haired, she said, straightening up and running Alicia's credit card. The best heroes are always dark-haired. Eyes? Gray. A steely gray that belies his kind heart. A handsome, rugged face, saved from being too perfect by a nose that has been broken at least once. Doing something heroic, of course. Getting into a bar fight to defend a woman's honor, rescuing a kidnapped toddler, rushing into the street to save a dog from being run over, that sort of thing. She handed Alicia her receipt. But he's intelligent, too, and he loves to read. Manly stuff, like Twain and Kipling, but he'll be open to Jane Austen after I tell him how awesome she is. Perfect. I'm in love already. Jane slid Alicia's purchase into a plastic bag. Okay, now you. Colin Firth, I presume? Alicia's eyes widened as she caught sight of something through the store window. I was about to say yes, but I've just been reminded that there's one type of hero I like even better than Mr. Darcy. Jane turned her head, but a bookcase blocked her line of sight. What type? Cowboy. Oh my goodness, I think he's coming in here. A cowboy in Manhattan? Coming into her bookstore? A little tingle ran down her spine. Could it be? No, Caleb and her sister were still away. Weren't they? But then who? The bell chimed as the door opened.